Hello, my dear Taurus. It's time for your monthly reading for May, your birthday month, right? Happy birthday, Taurus. I'm Michele B, and if you've followed me so far, if you've been subscribed, you will notice that I'm not in the same kind of environment that I'm usually in. I got myself a room, and it's not like a super high luxury room, but it's away from all the hustle and bustle of the downtown area where I live at. It's so much quieter. Any noise that you hear in the background, it's just like some standard neighborhood noise. And then I got a little boy that's staying with me till later on in the evening, and I'm going to take him home. But I am so happy, and if you followed me, then you know that I love to embrace luxury and making your life easier, making your life more enjoyable, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm setting an example for all of you Tauruses, and I know you love to live in luxury. So what we're going to start with for your monthly reading is we're going to look at, for the month of May, what to embrace and what to leave behind. What to bring into the month and just like take on and savor, and what to put behind you as something from the past. Release it, let it go. This is going to, the information that we get from these cards is going to inform the rest of the reading. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the reading. So here we go, Taurus. What to embrace, what to leave behind. Okay, so I got the Moon and I've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like the Moon is what you're leaving behind, and that Six of Pentacles in the reverse is what's to embrace. I feel like you've been very, very generous with other people. In the recent past, you've been very, very generous with other people, and it's not really benefited you that much. And I mean, if we're giving from our heart and we're really enjoying it, and it's not hurting us at all, and if anything, we're like, what we are putting in is like it's balanced out, not exactly just like it has to be tit for tat, exactly like what you put in is what you get back. But if it's balanced, what you're getting back, like eventually in one way or another, then it feels reciprocal, it feels healthy, it feels balanced. But I don't feel like this is balanced, because look at this, we got the scale. That means make sure and keep yourself balanced with what you give to other people, right? And so you're feeling like drained from experiences of the past, and it made you really wonder who was your friend and who wasn't, what was real and what wasn't. It's almost like you were being gaslit. And I don't see Taurus doesn't like to get over emotional about stuff, but you know, we have Tauruses, all of us have all placements that are all over the chart, right? So there could be like some Cancerian placements in there that have been like really make you like you've been feeling like a little bit of an illusion, like you're being gaslit, essentially. Like someone was saying, well, if you weren't so selfish, it wouldn't be such a big deal, right? And so that's something that you're leaving behind, because it's so important that you feel good about what you're doing for other people. If you don't feel right, that means something. Whether you're being selfish or not, it means something, because it's your life and you only get one, at least this time. So you're like, I'm ready to leave that behind. I want to feel good about the exchanges that I have with other people. I don't want to feel like I'm giving too much. Okay? So, ready to embrace living in balance. Now, what we're going to do from here is we're going to look at three aspects, my three favorite things, my three favorite aspects of life, essentially. That's soul purpose, your abundance and prosperity. I want to shuffle that one more time. Your abundance and prosperity, and your love life. As you can see, I'm not moving along particularly quickly. I like to enjoy myself and you know, relax and think about what I'm saying, make sure that I make my point. All right, come on now. So starting with the soul purpose, remember that part of your soul purpose is learning healthy balance with others. You're so generous and steadfast and loyal to the people that you love, Taurus. And so that is part of your soul purpose, is to be there for people. But sometimes you have to learn how to do that in a healthy way. How to be loyal in a healthy way. Let's look at what cards we have to give us some messages about it. There's the Nine of Wands that came out, wanting you to remember when it comes to he's watching YouTube on his headphones. There's like a defensiveness, a defensive energy when it comes to being helpful. Hey Zell, shh, I'm recording. When it comes to being helpful with other people, there's quite a bit of defensiveness. Like, what do people want from me now? And that is such a hard energy to have, because when you're afraid of what's coming in, that also blocks your receiving. And you do want to receive love. You do want to receive material abundance, good health, positive energy. But it's hard to receive in the cycle of energy when you're like, what's coming at me now? What do people want from me now? Okay. So that's what that guy's energy is. And so let's ask the tarot, what does Taurus need to keep in mind for aligning with receiving, in spite of the feeling that they've been betrayed, that their loyalty has been taken advantage of? We've got the Page of Wands, which is the energy of naivete, the energy of excitement, the energy of fun. I feel like you've been hanging around with people that have been bringing your energy down. The Page of Wands needs friends. They need something to be excited about, and lately you've just kind of been holed up. Well, we've all been holed up a little, or quite a bit, because of the pandemic. We've been kind of sticking to the same very small group of friends, and I feel like everybody's just kind of worn out the same track with each other. At least for Taurus that are resonating with this reading right now, they're wearing out the same path again and again and again with the same people, and it's making you feel really burned out. It's making you feel like you're tired of hanging out with the same people. You're feeling like you want to make some new friends, and I think that's a really good path to take. And what it's going to do, making new friends, is going to inspire you. This is really good. It's going to inspire you into finding new ways to live out your soul purpose, finding new ways to express yourself as a human in your unique path. So yeah, I feel like as you meet new people, you will you're going to find some really unique experiences that are going to light you up and put you in a new direction, a really fun direction. We also had the King of Swords, which is Aquarius in the archetypal personalities of the tarot. The King of Swords is a very no-nonsense guy. And so the tarot's trying to remind you that when it comes to living out your soul purpose, which is all about being steadfast and loyal and being helpful and generous with others, you needed to have the experiences that you have had in the past of being taken advantage of, being taken for granted. You needed to have those experiences so you know how to have those healthy boundaries. And so you look at this guy's face, like you wouldn't ask for too much from that guy, right? But he's actually pretty cool. He's a pretty cool, wise, grizzled, old master. So it's like you've learned so much, and it's like you don't want to have the energy of you can't trust anybody. You don't want to come out of it with that. You want to have the energy of you can trust most people, but there is a rare occasion that there are people you can't. Okay? And that King of Swords, you've worked your King of Swords muscle to be able to learn how to wield it, to be able to discern which people are worth your energy and which people are not. And we got the Two of Pentacles. It's a juggling kind of energy. So once again, you're like on the cusp of thinking about what you want to do. Okay, it's bringing that back up again. I feel like these two go together pretty well. It's like, okay, well, I'm burned out on hanging out with the same old people. I'm ready to do some new things, and you're pivoting from the old life to the new life. Okay. All right, so let's move on to your abundance and prosperity. We're going to look at what messages the tarot have for you, Taurus, for the month of May regarding the money. Okay, so these changes that are coming in are going to bring you back into alignment with being able to be very social, with being able to collaborate with other people. Because that Nine of Pentacles, she's this lady. She's the mistress of the vineyard. She's the planner. She's the architect, and she's the manager. She's the lady that brings everybody together and shows them how to. She brings everybody together and directs them. She's the pointer. Right? She doesn't work really, really hard. And so this is the attitude that you got to have this month, that it's not all about you working really, really hard. It's about you learning how to master the skills of other people. So I don't know how this is going to work out in your particular life, but if you're, like, whatever your work environment is, it's not about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about knowing who can do what and having them do that. It's about allocating what other people are really good at to somebody else, and don't do it yourself. They're working on the roof up there. Hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction. Okay, so yeah. If there is anything, this Nine of Pentacles lady would never do a project that she wasn't good at. She knows that other people will do a way better job. And so it's much more valuable to her to allocate that job that other people are good at. So what is it in your life that you're not so good at that you know other people would be better at? Let other people do it. You don't have to do everything yourself. We also to reinforce this Nine of Pentacles, Mistress of the Vineyard, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, which are talking about just letting them, okay. Still some noise. Okay, so it's talking about letting, remember how I was talking about how you're giving away too much you're being too generous with people that are taking advantage of you. Instead, you need to be investing in yourself by paying for other people to do things that you would otherwise be doing yourself. Okay? So you're moving the allocation of all these resources that used to go pouring into a bottomless pit. It never went to you. You're moving it to investing in other people, helping you on the things that are most important to you, that help you live out your soul purpose. And it's a hard habit to get into, because I feel like in the past, people who become vulnerable to narcissists, there it is right there, right? Somebody who's vulnerable to a narcissist. People who are vulnerable to narcissists, I feel like this is the narcissistic person in the past. They're told, if you invest something in yourself, you are a very selfish person, right? If you, in order to be a good person, your first priority has to be to invest in somebody else. And I feel like that's what's happened in the past. So like the inner martyr, the inner good girl or good boy, if you identify as masculine, the inner good person is saying, well, no, I need to save my money for other people. And it's like, no, if you don't invest in you first, you can't do shit for other people. Okay? And that's what that Queen of Swords is saying. See, the King and the Queen of Swords are both here in your reading, Taurus, and they're both saying no, I can tell what's good or not good for me, and don't give me shit. I'm not going to put up with it. You can't do anything for other people, and the Queen is all about taking care of other people, of course. And she's like, excuse me, she's like, you can't do anything for other people if you don't take care of yourself first, honey. Okay, let's move on to the love life. Love messages for Taurus for May. There's all kinds of scenarios that Taurus could potentially be in when it comes to love. They could be in a committed relationship. They could be looking for a relationship. They could be in the in-betweens. I don't know what this is. Where is this going? Or they could be totally happy being single. So I don't know what your scenario is. There are millions of people that could be potentially watching this video right now. I'm going to go very general for you, okay? I'm going to go as general as I possibly can. Okay, judgment. All right. Judgment is it's about the karma, right? It's about the something bigger than you that's looking at the big picture and seeing that there's more to it than just the immediate scenario, right? So I'm really feeling like whatever's going on in your intimate connections with other people, it's part of a big picture story. And remember, the moon, yeah, the judgment and the moon are the only major arcana in this reading so far. So this is the big picture story. This gaslighting, this narcissistic energy from the past that would tell you that you're selfish if you kept something for yourself, that there's something wrong with you if you're not doing for other people all the time. You're only good if you're doing for other people all the time. That energy is fading out, and it's part of the big picture story. So remember that in your connections right now. It could be that right now you're in an excellent relationship with a committed partner. What are you doing?
I'm looking for the water.
The water?
Oh.
Go ahead and take it with you.
Sorry if I messed up your recording.
It's okay. They love you. So it could be that you're, as I was saying, you're in an excellent relationship with a committed partner, and that is the result of everything that you've been through before. Learning healthy boundaries, learning how to communicate for yourself, learning how to advocate for what you need, right? So this is all part of it. But let's go and look at that. But you know what I'm saying? Essentially, the judgment is here to say, get a good look at that. It's saying bravo, Taurus. Bravo for the work that you've done for yourself so far. Whether you're like working on ending something that's unhealthy, whether you've ended unhealthy things in the past and you've moved on to something way better today, whether you're just like, I'm just totally cool with doing my own thing right now. That's all part of it. Bravo, Taurus, for looking out for you. Look at that. Contentment. If you're not already here, you're going to be really feeling it this month. And the Nine of Cups is an energy of satisfaction with doing your own thing. The Nine of Cups dude the Ten of Cups is a couple with children, whereas the Nine of Cups dude is totally satisfied on his own. And when you are satisfied on your own, you become a whole person to be able to connect. You're attracting another complete person. You're attracting another person that, another person that doesn't need you to be providing for them all the time with all of their validation, all the validation that they need all the time. Like these entities of the past. I'm really seeing this guy, right? These entities, these selfish entities of the past that told you, that projected onto you that you were selfish, they're not going to be around anymore because you have learned to be healthy. That's what you are attracting. You're cool with just you. I'm also sensing this strong pull, Taurus, towards you being in your body a lot more. The more you're in your body, the more you're going to attract intimate connections that are complete in their bodies as well. They're not in their heads, they're not anxious, they're not worried all the time, they're not stressful, and they don't need your damn help all the time with all the stupid little things, okay? Anything else? Any other messages for Taurus? This could be I could be speaking for some Tauruses, but not all of them, but I feel like going really general, this is working. Okay, so we got the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is something that has to do with Mercury retrograde, which is that the beginning shadow phase of Mercury retrograde will start about mid-May as we're moving into Gemini season. When Mercury is in retrograde in Gemini season, it's like, woo, things are bananas. So I feel like somebody's coming in with a bone to pick with you, somebody that has something to do with intimate connections. And when that happens, the best thing that you could possibly do is not talk to them. If you have to talk to them, keep it really vague and simple. Keep it kind, respectful, simple. Don't give them too much information. Let's see if the cards, I have my itty bitty little Rider-Waite deck regarding this Knight of Swords energy. Yeah, I'm really sensing the last couple weeks of May, somebody's going to come in and they've got a bone to pick with you, and it's not nice. You see the energy behind this card. It's really aggressive. It's the most aggressive energy besides like the Tower in the tarot. Okay, so we had the Nine of Wands, that's like carrying the burdens of other people, and then we had the Ten of Wands, which is, I'm sorry, protecting yourself from other people coming in at you, and then we have the Ten of Wands, which is carrying the burdens of others. So somebody's going to be angry with you because you're not carrying burdens for them anymore. They're going to expect you to act in the same old way that you used to, and you're over that, you're done. But the energy is still hanging out. And I really feel like the best, like I said, keep your mouth shut. Don't say any more than you absolutely have to, but hold the energy of, that's just not me anymore. I just don't do that. I don't do things that I don't want to do for other people. And I don't argue with them about it. That's not me. I don't do it. Oh, I love it. I love it, Taurus. So recap, what to embrace, what to leave behind. Embrace healthy, balanced giving and receiving energy flow between yourself and the people that you love. What you're leaving behind the illusion, the heartbreak, wondering whether or not you're making the right choices, all right? You know that you're doing the right thing now. I am a person that makes healthy choices for myself. I am a person that looks out for my own highest good. The amount that I give to other people is enough. And people love me for who I am. I love you, Taurus. Happy birthday. And I'll see you later.